And this is something I've been thinking about as we have seen more protesters show up to more immigration related arrest locations. And my question is, what are we doing? And this question goes in two different directions, but I am absolutely over the idea that protesters are showing up on the scene of an active arrest. And then we're going to be mad when you get pepper sprayed. You're going to get pepper sprayed. My level of sympathy for this is not super high. I want to know where you're at. Are you on the team officers or team protesters? 651-461-9226. I will say this, that it does make me sick that this is where we are as a country. Not that people are protesting. I'm sick about the fact that the United States government and immigration authorities think that the type of enforcement that they're doing right now is doing a damn thing to make our country safer, because I don't think it is. This is all about notching wins. We're notching wins. Oh, we got another person who's undocumented. We got somebody else who and it's all done in darkness. We don't really know what's happening. We don't really get a public trial or a public way to see what's going on. But showing up on the scene of an arrest, because today we have the capability where neighbors start live streaming. You see ICE agents show up. Somebody gets their camera going on Facebook and off it goes. I think protesters they're asking for a fight. They're asking for a fight. And it makes me nervous to sort of say how I think someone else should protest, because generally speaking, people should protest however they want to protest. This is America. You should protest. You want to protest, fine. I do think protests on this issue will gain attention if you do them in other locations than the active site of an arrest going on right now. What's the end game? What's the hope? Is the hope that you're going to make the ICE agents stop? It feels a little bit to me like protesting the cashier at Target because you're upset about Target's DEI policy. The cashier's just doing his or her job. The ICE agents are doing what they are sent out to do. So the idea of getting in the middle of it, protesting, and then and we'll play you that soundbite that Susie played in the newscast as well. We'll play that after a break. But protesters are mad that they're getting pepper sprayed or hit with rubber bullets. Well, I don't know. You're penetrating a police perimeter. You're getting in between agent cars. To me, it seems like you're asking for trouble and you're getting it. And I just don't see how on earth this is going to result in any sort of change in policy. It's just going to get people hurt. Linda's in Maple Grove at 651-461-9226. Linda, thanks for calling. Which side are you on this? The protesters or the officers?
Well, if you mean the police officers, I'm on both sides. I'm on the protesters' side and the police officers' side. I am not on the ICE side.
Yeah.
So the protesters want people to see that there are people out there saying this isn't okay. Whether or not, I don't know that they're always crossing any kind of police lines or anything. If they do, well, they are asking for it. But if they're just standing there protesting and getting pepper sprayed, that's not okay.
Then that's not okay. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Linda. Like, I think the line I would draw is that I have no problem with the ICE officers themselves. My issue is with the policy that's from the federal government, that's coming from the Trump administration. To me, these men and women of ICE are doing what they are told to do. You're an officer. They tell you to go arrest people. You go do it.
I know, but I think the whole thing is immoral.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
And
Linda.
if you're getting paid to do something immoral, then
Yeah, then you're sort of responsible. Yeah,
you are.
I hear that. Thanks, Linda. I appreciate it. 651-461-9226. These are tough scenes to watch. Like, I'll be honest, whenever, when our Taylor Rivera got hit by some pepper spray out there, which is part of what happens when you're sent to protest and off to report. I do think the mayor of St. Paul, Melvin Carter, is being incredibly responsible in the way he's responding to this. We talked with Mayor Carter the other day on this show about immigration actions and immigration issues, and he is very clear that the city of St. Paul is not cooperating. They're not negatively cooperating. They're not impeding, but they're not part of the planning. They don't know what's going on. It comes, it happens, and they find out about it the same way we do. And he is hesitant to say, like, I don't know, did our officers do it right, or did they do anything wrong? Which is the correct approach, right? Because we don't know until you review the video and take a look at it. But I will say it's uncomfortable when you watch it and you see protesters getting pepper sprayed. Now, some of you like it. At 651-461-9226. FA and FO. I think you guys sort of know what that means. When you mess around, you find out. Texter, if you get in the way of officers doing their job, don't cry when you get tear gassed. Get out of their way. I think most do it so they can post it and feel good about themselves. Let's go to Jeff in Sauk Rapids. He's on the CCO Talk and Text line. Jeff, I do think that's part of what's going on here, right? You provoke a little bit of an interaction, and then you spread your message that you're against this.
Well, yeah. Tentatively, I'm on Team Protester, but I have to start with a question.
Sure.
It's my understanding from one of your newscasts that there was no arrest warrant for whoever they were looking for. Is that true or not?
That's our understanding so far. That,
okay.
And I don't know that ICE, because it's a civil immigration action, I don't know that they always need an arrest warrant or exactly how this all goes down. It's sort of a different
an arrest
deal.
Is an arrest. You could just ask any attorney, any judge, any court. An arrest is an arrest. Defined by any type of a police officer impeding the otherwise normal activities of a citizen. That's an arrest, even if it's a matter of, hey, come here, I want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're technically under arrest at that moment. I'm no legal expert, but as a cop, I know the former cop. I know that protesters have all the rights in the world to be on the boulevard, sidewalk.
Yep, for sure. It's legal.
And certainly with owner's permission
do you think it's wise?
Property.
Right, there is that difference between whether it's legal or whether it's wise. Do you think is it wise?
There's always that difference.
Yeah, I think people don't like to draw that distinction, right? Like that. Yeah.
I've considered a number of actions in my life that would have been legal.
Yeah. Same.
But at the moment, potentially unwise.
Very true.
But with the owner's permission, I got every right to be on the property. And quite honestly, if the any of the law enforcement people, civil action or not, don't have an arrest warrant, to my knowledge, they have no right to enter private property and try to grab somebody, unless you're in direct pursuit. Like, hey, there's a guy, we know that he's wanted, we're after him, they follow him home, run down the sidewalk, grab him at the front door. That's direct pursuit. Short of that, no.
Thanks, Jeff. 651-461-9226. I do think that because these are civil actions and immigration actions, the legality and the typical way that we do things in Minnesota and most cities all around the country, it's a little different. It's a little different. Should it be? No, I don't think. But that is the way it is right now. That's why they call it a law enforcement operation. It's not exactly someone is detained. And of course, it's all in the cloak of darkness. We don't really know what's going on. Rico, stay on the line. Rico's in White Bear Lake. We'll get to you in just a minute. It's 3:21. I want to break. We're talking about the breaking news that we've been covering here on CCO today and where you're at on this. Are you in the, FAFO crowd? Do you think that's what's going on here, or do you think these protesters are drawing attention to something?